Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kellman, and I am here teaching you everything that I know about modern jazz piano. So of course that includes voicings, improvisation techniques, everything I know about neo-soul progressions, and so much more. So today we're going to be going over some patterns that you can use in the context of improvisation. These patterns are awesome because they're sequential, they're really easy to use and to integrate, and honestly pretty easy to learn as well. So these are some of my personal favorites. I'm going to show them to you, and all I ask in return is that you just smash that like button to help my video move up in the YouTube algorithm so I can just keep making more videos just like this for you. Alright, thanks so much, and let's dive right into it. Alright, so let's take a look at our first pattern here. Alright, so this one is actually really simple, right? We're just doing 1, 2, 3, 5 in the right hand, and in the left hand we're doing a fourth based voicing. So we're doing F, B flat, and E flat. Literally all we're going to do is just move this up and down in half steps. Same fingering, same structure. We just get faster. And of course, we can also do this going down, so let's check out how that sounds. Awesome, so that's a really simple one, but let's talk about now how we actually put this into context, right? Because it's really easy for me to just throw a pattern at you, but then what do you actually do with it if you want to be musical? Well, I think a pattern like this works really great when you've got yourself a dominant chord. So let's say we were playing an F blues here. Of course, we're starting with an F13. So our first 4 bars are just F13 to B flat 13 to F13 and F13 again, right? So maybe we'll use this pattern to actually get us through those first 4 bars. So something like this: 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Now, the important thing to note here is what I did at the very end, right? What I did was I found a way to land on the 3 of B flat. So it didn't really matter where I started or stopped the pattern. And that's a really important lesson here for taking a pattern like this and making it work in improvisation like a pro. You don't really have to know exactly where you're starting. You don't have to know exactly where you're ending. You just have to make that ending stick. You have to land well, right? So I did something like this. I don't even remember exactly what I did. Let's just take it and see what happens. Alright, so now I'm about to, that's where I would land, right? I'm about to land here on the beat 1 of bar 5, right? The second phrase of the blues. So I could just repeat that note and land on the 3, right? But something that would be a bit more musical would be to lead into that note instead. So I'm actually going to break the pattern and go like that, right? So instead of, which would be the pattern, I'm leading up with the line. I'm doing. And now I land perfectly on the 3 of B flat. So let's just take a look at that one more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I land on the B flat. Makes sense? So I'm actually changing the end of the pattern to stick a good landing. Beauty of that trick is I just gave you an incredibly important secret. Doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is that you just end your pattern well, and you can basically fit any pattern in kind of wherever you want when it comes to improvisation. So with all that knowledge, let's keep moving on here, and let's take a look at pattern number 2. So this pattern is still keeping that 4th sound in the left hand, but now instead of moving up in half steps, we're moving up sequentially in whole steps. So what I'm doing here is F, B flat, C, F, right? And my fingers are 1, 2, 3, 5. And then we just move everything up a whole step. And that's it. That's the pattern. Right? Now, just like the last pattern, we could also move this one down. And that's a really cool one to know and throw into your improvisation. Again, I think it works great over dominant chords as well. All right, let's jump into pattern number 3. really love this one, okay? So this one is basically now moving in minor thirds. So we did half steps, we did whole steps. This pattern is moving up in minor thirds. All we're doing is actually taking a major 7th chord in the left hand and actually making it kind of a rootless major 9 chord in the right hand. So in the left hand, I'm playing 1, 3, 5, 7, right? We're still staying in the key of F here. In the right hand, I'm doing 3, 5, 7, 9. And then we just pivot up a minor third. Up a minor third. And there we have it. And of course, just like the last one, we can also do this one down. Now, really quick, if you actually want all of these written out as sheet music, just click the link below in the description of the video and make sure to sign up for my email list. You can actually get all of these written out, and there are a lot more exercises that you get when you sign up as well. All right, here's another cool pattern for you. So this one is kind of a variation on our first pattern. It's moving again in half steps. Now, what we're actually doing is we're taking really a G over F, right? So this is kind of an F major 7 with a sharp 11. In my left hand, again, I'm just doing a simple root position F major 7 chord. So in the right hand, what we're really doing is sharp 11, 3, 6, sharp 11, 3, 9, right? And then we're just moving that up. But in this one, actually the left hand rhythm is part of it too. And that really kind of makes this lick swing a bit harder if you want to actually play it in the context of swing, right? So if we were in 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this pattern is triplets, right? So what we're actually gonna do is play the left hand chord on the 3rd triplet of each 6. So it's gonna sound like this. So it's 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. So that's a really fun one. All right, here's another one that I absolutely love. So what we're really doing here is we're doing an F major triad, then an A major triad, then a D flat major triad. Okay, and we're gonna just arpeggiate them. So we're really moving up in major thirds now for our pattern. And that's gonna sound like this. Pretty cool pattern, right? So the fingering for this one is a little bit trickier. So what I'm doing is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Right, and we can actually just use that going up. Now the one awkward thing about that fingering is getting the thumb on the D flat. So another alternative fingering would be 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. And I actually may prefer that one. Right? 2, 3, 4. So it's a little tricky, but it works nicely. Of course, fingering is very personal, so your hand is a different size than mine, your finger strength is different than mine, so you gotta figure out what works best for you. All right, and with all of that, I hope you enjoyed these patterns. These are really fun and great to integrate into improvisation. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up so I can keep moving up in the YouTube algorithm. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to click subscribe and the little bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos just like this one. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.